something incredible here on the inside.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Squiers. Welcome to a new episode of Surfing Australia TV. We've got an awesome show ahead, so here's a sneak peek of what's to come. The country's best Indigenous surfers go head to head. We've got some frothing grommets. We unveil board design secrets, plus some incredible free surfing action and plenty more. First up, Nudie Foods and Surfing Australia have joined forces to create good across the country in a 3-year partnership. Nudie will become a major partner of Surfing Australia, and we were there for the launch.
This is a very good day for surfing because you beauty, we welcome Nudie into the family, the creators of good. Is there a better fit in Australian sport? Surfing Australia and Nudie coming together for the betterment of all Australians and helping people live better lives.
On behalf of Surfing Australia, we are incredibly proud to be associated with a brand like Nudie. They're doing good. They're supporting the grassroots development of Australian surfing. They're developing the Surf for Life program. They're developing and supporting the Australian Adaptive titles, and then also the Soldier On program, which are 2 charity components of Surfing Australia. It's such a perfect alignment. It's a perfect strategic partnership.
Nudie Australian Board Riders Battle, the grassroots of Australian surfing.
Surfing Australia's purpose, as Tim said, to create a healthier and happier Australia through surfing. It seemed like, one of the best fit partnerships I'd ever seen. So there's over 200 clubs around Australia, 20,000 members, very much volunteer driven. Through the partnership, we're going to be investing over $450,000 into clubs in the next 3 years.
Beatty, how important is the club culture to you and to your journey where you are now on the World Tour?
Oh, it's huge, and like Lane said, all the world champions have come through clubs, and I go up every time I'm home and try and surf each club round, and it's huge to have Nudie a part of it this year, the Board Riders Battle, and it's exciting times ahead.
It's incredible to have Nudie involved because it's a healthy message that they represent. It just feels good, It's a long event too. It's a 2-day, it's a marathon, so we're going to need to be fueled. And
to have a bona fide national championship is pretty special, and it's a great goal. For as you junior development all the way through to having your professional surfers on board. It's a whole compact team.
Pro surfer and new Nudie ambassador Felicity Palmateer Flick. Beautiful to have you here.
In general, I'm a really health conscious person, especially being a professional surfer. I have to be really aware of what I'm putting in my body, food and drinks. So when the opportunity came about to be an ambassador for Nudie, I was really excited, doing a bit of my own research and just finding out, how good their intentions are, and they're such creators of good, and every product that they have contains no nasties. I'm really excited by that.
You're about heart. You were more interested in Soldier On. You were more interested in Surf for Life. That drove the deal, really, didn't it?
Absolutely, and I think it's not about the brand so much as it is helping people create good within the community, or we really are looking to the future and wanting to align ourselves with people and opportunities that really do create a better world for us.
The surf therapy program is something that's actually been running in the US and the UK over the last few years with our counterparts over there, and it's something that we've been very keen to get up and going here as well. We launched it, earlier this year just on a trial basis and had a couple of weekends here, 20 surfers initially, doing a full weekend at the High Performance Centre, and then we followed up with another smaller one with 8 surfers. The feedback from those that were involved, our veterans are involved, was just fantastic.
I've struggled with a lot of depression through my PTSD, and a lot of my medical professionals, psychiatrists and psychologists have said, you got to be present when you're trying to battle these things, and surfing is a great outlet for that, just to be in the moment and just enjoy, the waves and the calmness, and then get a bit of stoke on when the swell comes up.
The Surf for Life program, you've had a bit to do hands-on with that. That must be totally some of the most rewarding stuff you do in the ocean.
What Surfing Australia is doing now with the Surf for Life program is just huge, So, to go to those remote communities and to offer that and change kids' lives is huge and can put them on the right pathway to a better life.
It's so good that Surfing Australia has come on board and really progressing the sport. The media coverage has been really good and we're getting the word out there. There's thousands of disabled people within our country, and this is the next stepping stone for them to achieve their goals and get them back into the water. You know, the future's huge for Australian adaptive surfing.
Thank you so much, Nudie, for coming on board with open arms and open heart. Thank you very much, everybody. That was a cracker.
Well, you can find out more about this fantastic partnership at surfingaustralia.com. We'll stick around because we've got plenty more on the show. But as we head to the break, check out these froth monsters at the Wahoo Surfer Comp.
I think the Wahoo Surfer Comp is a really good series. At most comps there's no activities and you just surf, and in this you get to play games and you win prizes and it's really fun. It's not like a really serious aspect to it, it's like fun putting a rash on and surfing single waves.
Welcome back. Well, the best Indigenous surfers in the country converged on the iconic Bells Beach for the Australian Indigenous titles. Let's check out all the action.
Just super stoked. Happy to be out there at Bells Beach. You don't get to surf there often with just a couple of people out there. I want to thank everyone for coming down because the more girls, the more fun it is, more competition.
It's more about just hanging out with all the crew, you know, and surfing down here on the land and surfing out here in the water with all the saltwater mob. That's the most important thing, but winning the trophy is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's just good to have a man-on-man final out there, and yeah, it was good fun. You know, that's the way you want it nice and tight, and it didn't really matter who was going to be in the final. It was always going to be hard, and yeah, the waves were just beautiful today, and you know, we always seem to score really good waves here.
Well, excitement levels went through the roof when a bunch of Weet-Bix surf groms were given the VIP treatment at the Quicksilver Pro after winning the Nick Kong Cool Picks competition. They received an all areas access pass to the event and rubbed shoulders with the world's best.
Initially, like when the kid got involved in the Surf Groms program, the parents took some photos of them surfing, sent them in, and the winners were actually picked from the photos that win to come here to snap her off.
We're going to show you some really cool places, and a lot of these places no one really gets to go except for if you're super special like you guys. So enjoy it. I hope you guys have fun.
When we got the phone call to say that we had won, it took me a moment to Jerry. It's just been fantastic, and Jack was super excited. I think the whole experience from just doing surf groms generally, but today, this weekend's just been amazing.
Hey you guys, this is the lounge. This is where all the surfers kind of hang out and watch the surf and relax.
I was really excited when I heard that I won.
Is there anything you want to get photos of while you're in here?
John.
That's going to be a lucky one if we get that. Well, let's see what we can find. Get your cameras ready. I think there's someone special back here. And as you can see, this is where everybody puts all their stuff and their surfboards and all their jerseys are here. This is the world champion right now, Adriano. There's Josh Kerr there, Julian. There's Stephanie's. Those cameras are great, huh? Smile. I got some little Groms doing a little quick tour.
But he took lots of photos on his Nikon camera of the locker rooms and said that my favourite surfer was in there. I don't know if Kelly was, but apparently he was.
I took loads of photos. Jack Leestone and Kelly Slater. So Kelly, Jack, Alana.
I think you guys are ready to surf.
See, we have a line up there, so we're going to do Spider-Man crawl all the way to the line. So come stand on the line.
The coolest things I've heard in a long time, I was in the water and one of the young Brommies, he just was really keen to have Mark Richards, wanted Mark Richards' signature, wanted a twin fin, and Connor O'Leary's out there and he's the young hotshot at the moment and all the kids out there know who he is, but to see them still so sort of starstruck by Mark Richards, one of our best of the best.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful program and it's something that I wish would have been available when I was learning. For kids whose parents don't surf, it's a wonderful way for kids to get involved in surfing and learn about surfing and probably more importantly learn about water safety because that's part of the program. It's not just about riding waves, it's identifying rips and being safe in the water while you're surfing.
Well, for more on this great program, head to www.surfgroms.com. Well, don't go anywhere because we have plenty more coming up after this break. Welcome back to Surfing Australia TV. Well, sit back and relax as we draw the curtain with the FCS and break down the latest in surfboard technology.
The way I like to interact with the ocean is whatever inspires me at that moment. Surfing since I was 7, I'm 53, so I like to mix things up as much as I can to kind of keep that inspiration coming. The act of riding a wave or just being in the ocean, whether it be body surfing, riding a bodyboard to, riding a stand-up paddleboard, surfing, finless, fins, everything. I like to engage in all ways and take my experience and my ability and talent, whatever's in there, all that information I've gathered over the years, and just take it out to that next wave. It seems to just sort of give me life. And not only do I love the visual of the surfboard, I think it's a work of art. The more I get involved in that creation, the more inspired I am. Well, when I saw FCS come out with a fin system that we could remove fins and change around fin design, someone just opened up this whole new world for us. It was just an awesome feeling and a blessing. My TC SUP fin quad setup for the SUP is basically designed around the wider areas of SUP tails and the kind of area that we're turning off. And so I've got a wider base than your average fin. I've got a wider tip that leans back, so we get a little bit more draw. The FCS2 system, which is so solid as it is. And the rear fins are little guys, smaller than your average fin for a quad, just a little bit more slippery out of the back. So I'm just getting a real release out of that fin. The type of conditions I like to use them in, any sort of solid wave up to, I've been surfing them in Hawaii up to 10 feet. And getting a lot of response out of them. Fun, sort of playful little beach breaks. Any sort of open face, it's beautiful. And the fins they just work perfectly in unison with the back part of the board. Designed specifically to give us a better glide. Hopefully the future holds for myself plenty more ocean, plenty more interaction with all the surfers around the world, the surfing culture just growing around the world. And I just look forward to that too, you know, in a big way.
Well, there's plenty more coming up, but as we head to the break, check out this great footage from the team at MySurf TV. Welcome back to Surfing Australia TV. Now let's join Big Wave King Ryan Hipwood in his element to the Milwaukee Moments with Hippo.
There she goes, yeah, the girl walking toward the bar. All my friends seem to think that she's so avant-garde, and now her friends all giving me the evil eye, judging by the way they're acting. Yeah, it's all so contrived. So I smile and I nod as I walk away. I know these girls and the silly games they come to play. I tell my man, hey man, listen, let's just play it cool, because these girls are on the prowl and they're questing for food. They pick at your pockets with good looks and charm. All of these sirens come heavily armed. Don't conversation what it is that you do. Only the liars will tell you the truth. I won't buy you drinks cause I don't know your name. If you were in my shoes you'd do just the same, cause you're a gold digger.
Finally, we're back with the team from MySurf TV who always seem to be in the right place at the right time to capture the best surfing footage. Let's check it out.
Break it on down, styles in your face, no clowning. Take it down to the funky town, then nod to the sound man. He came through, got some fresh new jams here to rock for you. We take it back, we are here to save ya. Best be on your worst behavior. Ladies, shake what your mama gave you. Take a break, JC, I'm a new school savior. Signal sent through the hip gyration. Reminisce about the Zulu nation. Girly girl, remember Planet Rock. I see saws with a jam done, can we talk? We say a lot, without even speaking. Bumpty bumps, whole crowd start freaking. Set it off till the break of dawn, no sleeping. I can't wait for the sounds of the weekend. Slingshot the boogie around the spot. You can see from the bar that the steps is hot. Slingshot the boogie to break the ice, cause the ladies on the floor is twice as nice. Slingshot the boogie around the spot. Slingshot the boogie. Oh yeah, slingshot the boogie. Yes, yes, y'all. Slingshot the boogie. 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 Oh yeah, slingshot the boogie. Yes, yes, y'all. Slingshot the boogie. Slingshot the boogie.
We can catch more amazing footage just like that on mysurf.tv. Well, that's all for this episode. But just remember, if you need any information on everything that you've seen today, you can find it on surfingaustralia.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Sam Squiers. Thanks for your company. We'll see you next time.
Needs to do something incredible here on the inside.